everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to talk a little bit about being a marketing major because I actually switched university programs during my time in school and getting close to the end of school, which is kind of crazy. I only have 1 year left of my undergrad and then I'm done. And I don't think I'm gonna go back to school. I don't know. That's like a big maybe. But anyway, let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I think a lot of people don't realize about marketing, and I didn't either, is a lot of the school part of it is not the creative part. Like, when I switched into marketing, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll have like an assignment where I get to design an ad, or I get to create like an advertising, I don't know what you'd call that. See, I should know that because I'm a marketing major, but I don't. Like an ad campaign, that's what it is. I thought like there'd be assignments like that where you got to like create your own ad campaign for like a company or something and like design like the billboards that would be done, or like design like the radio ads or whatever, things like that. I have not done anything like that at all. And like I said, I'm third year. Last year's it. That's the end. And I have not done anything like that. It's all very like math based, numbers based, research based. It's very dry in school, but I think the careers it leads to are not so dry, which can be good, which is also why I'm sort of considering a college diploma at the end of my university life, because I want to do something more creative than numbers. Like, I don't plan on working in marketing research or things like that, really. I guess that's sort of part of it, but like, I wouldn't want my whole job to be marketing research because it's just like surveys and stuff. Like, all my classes are very much like surveys and things like that, which I get is part of it, but still a little boring sometimes. And so I think that's something to consider, is if you're looking for something creative, this probably isn't it, but the jobs probably will be. Like I said, can't make any promises because I'm still in school, so I obviously don't have a job in marketing yet, but when I do, I'll let you know. And I think for me, marketing before I went into this program was very much like billboards and TV ads and promotions and things like that. When, like I said, really you do most of the behind the scenes work while you're in school. You don't get to do those things that are like what attracted you to the program in the first place, which sucks. And I mean, obviously that can like vary by school. It could just be my school that's like that, but I imagine that is probably not. And I think that for me, the reason I started in marketing was actually because of YouTube. Because you see, like, a lot of you probably have seen like sponsored videos on YouTube, and I've always found that like very interesting, that how that works. Like, I'm sure I'm not the only one, or else they wouldn't do this, but I'll see someone that I watch on YouTube all the time have a product and just be like, oh, maybe I'll buy it just because they have it. And it's so stupid that our brains work like that, but that's always like intrigued me as to like how that works. Like, how these makeup companies can just send people like boatloads of makeup and then their fan bases go and buy it all. Like, it seems weird, but I guess it works. So that was sort of what I was really interested in was more like social media marketing type stuff, which my school has almost none of, and I don't think many schools have a lot of, because it's sort of a newer thing where I think university classes don't really get added all too often, so it's not really a thing that's super out there, which kind of sucks. But like I said, you can get a job in that after you graduate. I don't think being a marketing major is particularly hard. This is just coming from me. I do the majority of my classes online. I haven't been to my school to actually, I haven't sat in a class in my school in over like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. It's been a while. It was like fall 2016, December of 2016, the last time I was in a classroom. And I have to go back next year, which kind of sucks, but I still will be doing a lot of my classes online. But I think with marketing, it's very like once you understand the basics, any class you do, if they have a multiple choice exam, you can pretty much find the answer without a lot of thought. Like a lot of the concepts are very repeated throughout the classes you take because there's only so much they can grow off of the marketing. Like it is what it is sort of thing. Like it's not like going to school to become a doctor where like suddenly things get more advanced and more advanced. It's just like sort of the same stuff, just like applied to different purposes. The only classes I've ever struggled with were the, like, I guess like core education classes, things like finance and stuff like that, that aren't really marketing, but they're like part of the program. Those kind of suck. But other than that, I think, like, I enjoy the major. Before this, I was in a tourism management program, which wasn't my favorite thing on the planet. I'd love to get into tourism marketing though, so maybe I'll do that someday. But if you have any questions about being a marketing major, definitely leave them down below, and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. And so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!